Hi everyone, Lularoe Erica Grundy here. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Today has been pretty good. I feel like I haven't been. I'm very disappointed in myself for not being super consistent with these postings. 30 days in the life of a Lularoe consultant, not so accurate. And I've made this comment before. Um, I don't know. I wish I would be that type of person who's going to commit to something and stick with it. I have a very low commitment level. It's surprising I've been married as long as I have been. Oh no. Anyways, no. I'm good. Like I said before, I'm gonna continue doing it, even if I miss a day, two, three. But I will be continually making these posts until I reach day 30, and I at least will feel like that's at least the accomplishment that I'm going with. So today's Tuesday. I don't think I posted since probably Friday or Saturday. It's been a good past few days. Kind of slow. One of my parties that has been a pretty good consistent hostess. I've had her at least 3 or 4 times. And actually, I think I've had her had a party with her here recently on one of my videos, and it was a pretty decent party. Um, what do I consider decent? Well, uh, it's kind of gone down. I would say in May when things were rocking, I would say a decent party was like, you know, 15 items or more. Uh, you put forth the time and effort, you want to make sure you get something back. So 15 items or more. Since the summer, I'd say 10 or more. 10 or more is good enough for me. And I don't know if other people are, I still am shocked when I hear these people saying they're really killing it. I don't really know what more I can do. And that's troubling. So I'm going to start reaching out to people because I know I've got decent inventory. Um, I know that I've got a decent amount. I have 800 pieces. You know, I don't know. I just don't know. But I'm gonna do what I can to hopefully boost it. This last party right now, it's going on for another 30 minutes, and we're at 11 items, which is decent for summer, but not for her party. Her parties are generally, she was the best party I ever had at 65 items, and the worst party I had with her, I think, was like 13 or 14 items. So I'm kind of disappointed. I thought there was a little bit of a flux, a little change in the weather, so to speak. At the end of the month, I was had like a really rocking weekend, which I know I discussed with you all. So a little disappointed, but that's okay. We're still pulling through. I feel like this company is just like, in some ways, just like any other direct sales or sales company. You just have to keep it going. So many people give up, and I'm not willing to be that person. I have committed, C word, committed. I have committed to sticking it out this year. I don't know beyond that after the school year when, especially, when like March comes around, when they start looking for teachers. I'm going to see how things go over the holidays, but I'm still very excited. I love the company. I love the concept. How can you not love this kind of a concept? It makes it where we all have unique pieces. I think one of the hardest things with direct sales is that everybody and their mother sells stuff, literally. And so to differentiate yourself between someone else is hard other than just knowing someone. But with Lularoe, we all have different product, different inventory. That makes us unique. Okay. Off my soapbox. So, my husband, I'm really excited because in the past or just recently, he found out that he will be actually doing a position for 4 months straight, which is going to offer benefits, which is really cool because right now we've been in the figuring out stages of insurance. And so now he'll be doing something where we'll be able to get insurance regularly, which is awesome. um we'll get that consistency. So Lularoe still is very important to our income, but at least we've got that consistency with him. And it goes on, and it's all about the elections office. So he'll be doing that through November. And then we'll see how it goes after that. Yeah, I keep on saying a lot, and I apologize for those people who are watching this. I apologize for being so like nonchalant. I don't really write anything down. Maybe I should. Yeah, so it's been, you know, I think in order to succeed in this business, you just have to have a thick skin. You have to say, you know what? If I only sold one item, at least I sold one item. I remember someone telling me that when I had a really crappy party, and I think it was my sponsor. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, what a waste of my time. I spent, an hour prepping and 2 hours posting, and then I sold a pair of leggings. Like, but then you turn around in the next party, you end up selling 6 items, and the one after that, you sell 11 items. And, so it does start adding up, and you are able to make a fairly decent income at, whether it's part-time or full-time, depending on how much time you're able to put in. I still would like to get to that point where I'm not doing a party every single night, but you got to do what you got to do. And it is what it is. One last thing about the party thing. I want to mention to people who are like, how is it that everyone, when I first did direct sales, when I hear people saying, oh, I have, 5 parties a week, and I'm like, ugh, because how do you get those parties? Well, I need to make sure everyone understands. Parties are out there for Lularoe. There are multiple people. Now, these are not people that you personally know. So if you are looking at this and saying, I would love to do it, but I don't know that many people, you don't need to know a ton of people. I don't know a lot of people. I don't like a lot of people. That's not nice. It's kind of true. No, you don't have to be involved. Like, I know some women who are involved in mommy's groups and church groups and this group and this group and this group, and they've got like such a wealth of people. Not everyone's like that. And you don't have to be with Lularoe. There are online hostesses who have regular pop-ups, meaning they have regular groups where you can post your inventory, and then tomorrow will be a different person, and then later the next person. So, I mean, they have thousands of people who are looking. Now, not at one time, because not everyone can buy something every day, but maybe they like look on Wednesdays, and you just happen to be the consultant that Wednesday. So the point is, you are not having to know 1,000 people. Or you are able to have as many parties as you want. You can get them from hostesses online. They have multi-consultant parties. I have just been kind of getting into more than the one that I've been doing. But a lot of people, I know this one woman who has 5 parties a week. And of those 5 parties, she does one at home. And she said not every week she gets one, but it's normally 3 of the 4 weeks in a month. She does 2 multi-consultant parties, and those are easy to find. And then she does, actually, she does 6 parties. I apologize. She does 2 parties that are from permanent pop-up groups, so from hostesses who are online, and then she does 1 party in her group. So she is consistent. Now, this woman, she makes decent money. She's able to consistently bring in about, $5,000 take home. Now, this is not sales. $5,000 profit about a month. She's a 10,000 girl. She's not the type she told me she is not pushing to get that 12,000 to cruise qualify. And I have also found out that to go from 10,000 to 12,000 is actually very challenging. A lot of people are able to hit $8,000 to $10,000 without any issues in sales. So that's why that 12,000 is elusive. It is challenging. You have 1, 2, 3 bad days, it's going to mess you up because you have to average about $300 a day in sales in order to become qualified to cruise qualify. And that's tough. I had a really strong first week. My first week sales, I actually wrote it down, $2,842.43. So my first week, I'm really close to the mark. You need to hit about 3,000. So 3,000 times 4 is $12,000 a month. All right. So I did pretty good. I'm like only $150 shy. That's awesome. I'm really excited. But on that note, the last 3 days, because today is August 10th, not so good. The last 3 days I had like $200 in sales one day, 100 something, and right now I'm at 100 something. So I'm way below. Now that can change. I might have a really solid party here in the next couple of days, but that was tax-free weekend. I'm shocked, disappointed. This weekend I expected to do better, and I really just didn't. I might have dropped the ball in advertising, whatever may be the case, but the point is that happens. So to hit $3,000 a week every week, even if you're doing a party a day, is not the easiest thing. But then you look at it like this. Okay, let's say I sell $2,000. I make $2,000 in sales a week, and I do 5 to 7 parties a week. Okay, that's full time. That is doable. But what's happening is you're profiting 50%. So no, you may not have cruise qualified, but guess what you did get? You got $1,000 every single week. It's pretty amazing. Even taking out taxes, that's enough to sustain most, that's a regular full-time paycheck. So that's what's kind of cool about Lularoe. I mean, even on those worst months, the rough weeks, it's still decent. My worst day was still decent, or my worst week was still decent. I think my worst week was like $700 or $800 in sales. So that meant I made $400. That's full-time $10 an hour, basically, So it's something to keep in perspective. All right, well, I'm done blathering and blah, 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 blah. Well, keep in touch with me. I may end up staying through no matter what with the 30th. I think I'm just going to keep it out until the end of August so I can at least see how August sales go. And I can let you guys know if I cruise qualify or if I get closed or how, last month, my end of sales were just like about 7,000. So it was one of my lower months. But, my first month was 11,000-ish. Second month was 8,000-ish. Third month was 7,000. Not liking that it's going down, but it is going to pop up because we're done with the J months. Woo! Bye-bye, J months. Woo! So yay. All right, ladies. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you, hopefully, tomorrow. Bye.